Hey guys, this is Kirbstompd from KayOhGaming, and I'm bringing you another pet battle montage here today. I've got just this first clip going to explain 5.1 changes. Previously I had said that the best way to level would be to go to the Battle Masters and level that way, but with 5.1 they actually changed it so you get less experience from Battle Masters, as well as when you split different creatures, if you use 2 or 3 instead of just 1, you'll split the experience even more. And so basically the best way to level now would be to just grind through monsters. The Wormrest Temple still works really well, or you can go over here to Pandaria and just kill the level 25s up until your guy's about 22, and then you should be able to solo a group of 3 with just your one guy that you're leveling. That way he'll get a lot of experience, and as you saw, I just got 25 with a bunch of experience from that last kill. This one's a really quick low-level pet battle I just threw in here. Basically, this was recorded before 5.1, and the way that it was when you use cooldowns, they would not cool down if your pet isn't active. So if I was to switch right now to my Lost of Lordaeron, my worm would still have a 1 cooldown and a 3 cooldown, and it just sits there until I switch back, and then they could start cooling down again. With 5.1 they changed that actually, so that introduces an entirely new dynamic to pet battles, just because all the pets with extremely good cooldowns will be able to be used and then switched out so that they don't die. And for instance, you could use a healer tank and just stay alive until the cooldowns are back up, switch out, and then use your cooldown, switch back. And it's actually really strong to do that sort of stuff. So the game's really changed, and I'm still getting used to moves cooling down while they're not active. And so these are some 25 pet battles that I've started that were post 5.1. So during these there will be rounds cooling down, moves cooling down while they're not active. This is another just low level, mostly showcasing this pet right here, the Pandarian Earth Spirit. He just came out with 5.1, and you basically, when you kill the final bosses, this Pandarian Spirits, they're the highest level pet masters in the game right now, and they were just introduced. And when you kill them, you can choose between an earth, an air, a fire, or a water spirit. And basically I chose the earth just because you want to try to choose the one that you don't necessarily have the moves of. So I already had a water pet, I already had a fire pet, and I already had an air pet. So earth seemed to be the best choice. He's also really strong with all the stuns and stuff that he has. And if you're trying to get a pet, let's say you don't have a water one, all of those Pandarian spirits are extremely strong, and I suggest just going and trying to beat all the masters. If you guys have troubles, I can make a guide, because it's pretty easy once you do it enough to figure out the moves that they use. They tend to use moves right on cooldown, and they start with their biggest move right away. And so there's a few strategies you can use to sort of get around them bursting your pets down and making you run out of guys before you can get theirs down. So if you want me to do that, I can probably do that. I might just do it anyway. But this battle actually is slightly close. He's using white and green pets that aren't rares or anything, so it's not an extremely serious game. But I just wanted to show you guys these new pets. This Harbinger of Flame is also a new pet. He's one of the ones from the classic raids. So you can go back to Molten Core, BWL, Ankara, or AQ, or you can go to Naxxramas, and all of those have pets introduced to about 3 of the bosses each. And there's an achievement for getting all of them if you care about achievements, and they're all really good pets just because they have really unique move sets. So they're really good to use, and they're very, very effective against certain types of monsters. Right here we have the first 25 pet battle I'm bringing you. This guy that I have out right now is actually a Kunlai Runt, I believe is his name, and he's from Kunlai Summit, and my first catch was a rare, so that was really nice for me. I wasn't even necessarily trying for a rare, and then I looked at his moves and found that he was actually pretty strong. I let him die there, which wasn't really the best move, because as I said, now it's even more important to keep your pets alive, just because their moves are going to be cooling down while they're not active. So if you ever have a chance where you stun their creature or they swap out or something, you can try to swap out your old pet, get a cooldown off right before he dies. And that's really the most effective way to work around the new system that they have with your moves cooling down. I used this pet in the last video. He's strong once again and just kills an entire pet by himself. He does just crazy amounts of damage, and I really recommend, you know, getting one of those kind of pets, just because they always tend to have a strong guy, every trainer, or every player. They always tend to have one really good guy that they want to carry the team, and if you use your globaler, basically, against that guy, you can take him out pretty much every time. And so, for this guy, I just included this one. This is the last pet battle I have today, and these flayers are extremely good pets. If you've ever played, they have a reflection, so they can steal your move, and it automatically misses them, even if they go second, and it copies it and uses it on you. So with the combination of that, as well as their fire move, as well as their auto attack, they do a bunch of damage. And this guy's using 2 of them. And basically, what I realized was he's doing this strategy where he brings out his turkey and puts me to sleep, and then switches his pet, and then uses his flare. So you'll see that combo happen right here. He's gonna try to put my guy to sleep. Oh no, never mind. He'll switch out because he is gonna die. But he was basically, he'd put me to sleep, switch pets, and then just start attacking me. And since you can switch pets when you're asleep, I didn't really find that effective, because all that would happen is he'd put me to sleep, and then I'd just switch to a different pet while he was asleep. And eventually I could just get this guy down, because he luckily switches to his turkey at a poor time. I think it's right after this. Right here he switches to his turkey, and I just kill him in one hit because it's strong against flying. And he basically has a tough time from this point just because he has 2 low health guys. He does, surprisingly, however, this is a much closer game than it would seem, seeing that he has 2 guys with extremely low health and I have all 3, but he kills one right there. And this guy, although I love his moves and he's a really strong character, he doesn't quite finish this guy off here. Speaker Troll actually ends up dying a brutal death just because those flayers are so strong. And he reflected my move and then had the first attack for the next one. And luckily a dodge won me the game there. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.